It's Chamaka B, the blinding beauty, and I'm just gonna go straight into it. Today's story is about a couple. Her name is Peace, and his name is Matthew. This couple, they were looking for a child for a long time, and I mean a really long time. So after the first 5 years into the marriage, they didn't get a child. They started to consider adoption, which, they were still praying and hoping for a child, because when people are considering adoption, they still want theirs, but at least a child at that point in time. And then I adopted a child after 5 years. Now, some people were of the opinion that it's too early. Some people wait that long because they're not ready, but they just wanted to have a baby in their lives. So they adopted a girl. After 10 years, which is another 5 years, they still didn't have a child. Now, they adopted the baby after 5 years, like we said. Her name is Cynthia. And Peace and Matthew were waxing strong, Cynthia was like a child that was too good to be true. So they were so in love with the child. They were so happy. Their bond grew. Another 5 years passed, 15 years, no baby. But on that 15th year, Peace took in. So, this bond because that's almost a 17-year gap, because you carried baby for under 9 months, which is making her almost turn 16. And then, so these people were like this. People actually thought that Cynthia had a child as a young person, because she had that baby carrier. She would take it from her mom. Like, her mom literally, all she had to do was breastfeed and return the baby to the real mother, which was Cynthia. Their bond was unbreakable, unshakable. It was too good. Now, Joy, which is the name of the baby, because what other name? Like, when they said it just made sense. Joy is 10. Cynthia is how old? Do the math. She's about 26, 27. Peace gets a call, from school that she had some issues, and, whether she fainted or whatever. She goes, she rushes, take her to the hospital. Apparently, she has kidney failure. And they need to find a donor for her. Now, problem starts. They start to run helter-skelter. They're looking for who the right person is, who the appropriate person is, who is the match. You know what I mean? If you know these processes, you know that they can take years sometimes to find the person. So they just have to keep stabilizing you, Anyway, at some point, I think after a year or two, after 2 years, they now find a donor. They are so happy. Donor doesn't live in Nigeria, which is strange, because it's like they extended their search. I don't know, but the person doesn't live in Nigeria, but the person is willing to fly down to Nigeria after seeing their story and hearing, and donate and go back. They already arranged that they're going to have to meet this donor. Cynthia's excited. Peace is excited. They want to meet this person, because most times you get to meet the person so the person can even see you. There's a connection you guys would have, or bond, whatever. But the person's flight is scheduled very, very late. So the person is coming in like the same day of the surgery. So as the person is rushing in, they need to take the person in to do some tests. They've sent test results, and because, again, I know that when you're doing surgery, it's not the test they've done before that just rely on. I think a few days or a few hours to the surgery time, you have to do some more tests just to be sure that as of that point in time, you guys are, everything is working fine. You're good, basically. So the schedule was now immediately after surgery would, make you guys meet and you guys will greet and all of that, which was fine by everybody. Why not? Because how good can you even be that you are willing to enter the theater? You've not even met me. Now, when all this was going on, Cynthia couldn't take it, because that's like her child. And dare I say that she's old enough to have that child, in terms of being almost 17 when the child was born. So most of our grandmas married at 13. So I'm not saying that you're old enough to be the mom, but it's not like you can't have the child. So that baby's her baby. Like, I don't know how to explain it. They even look alike. You know how they say a couple are so close they begin to look alike? Cynthia and Joy look alike. I'm not even joking. I saw pictures. Hey God. Anyway, so Cynthia is worried. At some point, she's like, she needs a break from all this. She can't do it. She has to leave the house, because she's like, she can't really do this. She can't be around and all that, And coming the time of the surgery, her heart began to beat. She was uneasy. So she's like, she needed a break. She just needed to go and clear her head. She never gave them one problem, like I mentioned earlier. Like, she has never been that child that they had to beat. When God wants to bless you and just say, It doesn't have to come from your womb, but this one is your child. That's what Cynthia is to them. That's what she is to them. So they were talking on the phone. She just couldn't be around because it's like reality has actually come now. Like, it's time. So her heart couldn't take it, not from fear, but it's just like how some men can't be in the ward when your wife is giving birth. You just can't handle it. Or how they'll tell you, oh, if you're this person's spouse or parent or relative, you can't conduct the surgery because we know that emotions are flying up and down. So she just couldn't handle it. I don't know. But she just wanted to run away. So she was out for a couple of days, but communicating with them, video calling them till they go to the hospital, yada, yada, yada. Now, when they finished the surgery and they eventually got to meet the donor, like I said, because of, timing and all that, my darlings, Cynthia was the donor. Can you see? Cynthia was the donor. So one day she just decided to check, like, compatibility, all of that. Like, can she be a match, rather? And she was a match. And she's like, this is my sister. This is someone I take like my daughter. These people are my parents. She's my blood. Why will I not give her my kidney? So she goes to the hospital. She has been doing back and forth movements, underground, under G movement, and got them to not disclose that she was the one, because she had to tell them the truth in the hospital, but there's confidentiality. So she told them that's the only way, because if my parents know, they might not allow me give. Can you imagine how good those people are? Because most people be saying, I want to save my child, my biological child, but they were like, she said they might not allow me donate this kidney. One, from fear of also losing me or complications or anything. Two, they just rather find a match so that their two kids are good. She said she cannot take that risk because they've been looking for a kidney now for almost 2 years. She's not willing to do that. How long they don't want to be stabilizing a girl that's still having this problem at 10? First her childhood, all of that. That she wants to, and they checked her 2 kidneys were functioning so good. So she decided to donate the kidney and not tell anybody. So all that time she was saying that, oh, she needs to go out of the house. She can't take it anymore. She actually couldn't really take it because she didn't like that her sister was going through all that. But she needed to be away so that they don't know that she's the donor, which is why they lied that the donor is flying in. You can go into the recovery room now to say your thank yous and everything. And who did they see there? Their daughter. The mother she first lumped. This is good. Whatever you can see in my eye, ignore it. It's not what you think it is. But she first just fainted. And then you're in the hospital, so you come back to life. They'll bring you back. And everybody's just like, what? Matthew's just staring at this girl like. Now, in all this, I have so much to say, and the story is not done, but what hit me now, because when I was thinking about the story, I was saying all the what is, I always think of things from like 1,000 angles, and I always have these deep thoughts, but what hit me the most for this one is, what are the odds that God goes ahead of you to make every crooked way straight, like to go and sort you out for what you didn't know? Because she could have had that child before she adopted Cynthia, or even maybe 1-2 years after she adopted Cynthia. What if Cynthia was not old enough to donate kidney as of when she had the child? What if there was never a Cynthia and they just had a child and the child had kidney failure and there was no match and you just watch your child die? What are the odds that you had the child late, not because God was punishing you, but because he had to set an answer, a solution for you before your issue starts to show up? You see this? My body. See, I don't know what to say. I don't know where to start from. I don't know what your problem. I don't know what you're going through, but just trust God. Because somebody else is looking at you and mocking you that 15 years. But God has to give you Cynthia to be able to give you a kidney. Now, I'm not saying that that's why God put Cynthia in your life. Don't get it twisted. Don't get it wrong. And I'm not saying you couldn't have gotten a donor. But I'm just saying, what are the odds? Why is she a match? Now, in everybody existing, in everybody, in everything that's going on, that child you adopted, that particular one child, just had to be a match with her. As in, when I mean I don't know how the hospital terms, but when I mean match, I mean match. Like, it was too good. Like, As I'm speaking to you, there was never any going back to the hospital of complication of maybe the body's rejecting the kidney or the disc is rejecting. No, it was just progress. Like till today, this girl has not had cough that is coming from the kidney that was given to her. Zero complications, and it's not because the doctors are fantastic. And it's not like they're not fantastic, but when God is in the story, when God is in the matter, because again, it's one thing to be a father or a mother, which is to give birth or produce the sperm, is another thing to be a dad or a mom. Some people are dads and mom and they've never ever had a child. Some people are fathers and they will never be dads. Not every delay is a curse. Not every delay means God hates you. Not every delay is a punishment. Some delays are blessings in disguise. As you're telling me this story now, they had this surgery 3 years ago. So my dearest joy is about... So she's 15 now. Waxing strong in school. She's done with secondary school. Best graduating, everything. Her brain is fire. Because there's something I've noticed. Some people that have kids late, when they give birth, their children are always... It's like they're replacing or making up for the lost years or all the children you don't have. Their children are always... I don't know what it is, but... The girl is on fire. She's okay. Her health is fantastic. Like every time they go and do a test, you know how they will say your heart is like a baby's heart, your kidneys are functioning. She is good. It doesn't even look like as if they did a transplant. It's as if the kidney See, all I can say is just trust God. And in your trusting, in your waiting, be good. You do not know where your blessing is coming from. You do not know. Anyway, guys, this story blew me away. And thank you to Peace and Matthew for treating Cynthia with such love, honoring her, taking care of her, being loyal to her. The story made me so happy. So let me know what you think in the comment section. See you soon, guys. Cheers.